everybody. Welcome. It's TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, and me, Banshee. And it's me, Banshee, with my Material Matters segment. Your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome to my show. So, hope everybody's done their Black Friday shopping. Not. I don't shop on Black Friday. I think it's crazy. But more power to you if you did. We'll see how the stores have done. We're doing this on Black Friday because we're going to be gone all day on Saturday at an event. So I have no idea how that has turned out for the economy. Let's hope well. Okay. For the card for the collective today, I'm using the Moonology Manifestation Oracle. Yasmin Bolin. I've already shuffled and I've cut them, and it is the last quarter moon in Capricorn, telling us to leave the past behind. It's awfully hard for people to do sometimes. Let's see what the card has to say. First quarter, it's last quarter. Silly me. Here we go. Something is standing between what you want and how you can get it. That's okay. Now you know it's there. You can do something about it. You just need to be strategic. It's wonderful to go for things with a childlike, carefree attitude, but drawing this card suggests you need a proper plan as well. Leave the past behind. You may need to move through and clear a criticism someone has made of you, which has somehow burned itself into your brain. You have work to do. The moon has a bright, shiny energy, but a reserved pressure is piling on. Your manifesting mindset is, the great thing about knowing what stands between you and your goal is that you can do something about it. Your manifestation affirmation is, the only way out is through. You can't avoid things. You can't hold on to things. You need to move through things in order to get to where you want to be. And sure, it is true. I see this a lot on, through some of the people I see on social media, other places where, you've been bullied and criticized a lot by other people, and it does affect you. But you've really got to, over time, I think a lot of us learn to develop a tougher skin about it. And, all I can say is don't let that define you. You be you. You work through the problems you have, and you let the little naysayers do what they do. That's what I have for the collective. Good luck with that. A lot of naysayers out there. All right. Now, let's see what we have for the astrology for the week ahead and some things going on. These readings are good from November 26th through December 2nd for the elemental signs of the Zodiac, of course. The moon during this time period will be traveling from Taurus, Gemini on the 26th through Leo on December 2nd. There is a full moon coming up, which is why I used my Moonology Manifestation Oracle today. And that's going to be in Gemini on November 27th. Mercury enters Capricorn on Friday, December 1st. And that's it. That's all I have. So we can get on now with the readings for the elemental signs of the Zodiac. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, my friends, the air signs. This reading is for you for the week ahead. I'm going to shuffle here. Don't want to mess up our little camera by bumping table into table. Well, air signs, let's see what we got for you this week. Maybe things are settling it down a bit in the universe. We got a full moon in an air sign, Gemini. All right. Okay, air signs. Well, nice start for you. Your focus for the week ahead is what everybody would like. The Ten of Wands reversed. Everybody would like to know that their burdens are easing, particularly around this holiday season. Perhaps you've already got your Christmas cards under wrap, all the different little things for the holidays. A lot of businesses, of course, send out holiday cheer at this time to promote goodwill. Whatever the case may be, it seems as though maybe you are through Black Friday. If you're a salesperson, you're through Small Business Saturday. You can now kind of even it out, expecting still, maybe you are prepared already for, the rush to Christmas ahead. You have everything under control. It seems like it's downhill from here for everybody. So that's good news, air signs. But how best can you prepare for that focus? Well, it's that darn seeing this a lot lately, and in different readings, the Three of Cups coming up reversed. So how best you can prepare for this focus is to try to make sure everybody is working together collaboratively, constructively, and most importantly, harmoniously. Because there's a lot of upheaval here, and maybe there was a lot of stress and tension, especially maybe for some of you people in the restaurant industry that had to work on Thanksgiving, even though the tips are good. There's just maybe a lot of stress during this holiday season, also for those of you who are in retail. So try to minimize the damage here. Try to be the person who's magnanimous, trying to get people to get along. If customers are giving you a hard time, work through it. Just that's the best way to prepare for this focus and lighten those burdens. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, it's the Eight of Swords reversed. I kind of like this card, except I would say in relation to this Three of Cups reversed, it could be indicating to me that people are feeling their power right now, and so they're more willing to fight for things, For example, the UAW strikes has made a lot more people fighting, their companies for raises, etc. So this might be some of what's going on here. I think too this could mean that people feel more liberated and comfortable now with moving things forward because burdens, maybe even for them, are starting to ease. And so ultimately, will there be forward or backward or no movement at all for the air signs? Well, you got the Emperor reversed. I don't know why with burdens easing you would get this, but you have. So let's talk about it. By week's end, things seem to, be a little bit chaotic, a little bit out of control. It might be hard to get people to toe a line here. Maybe there is some interplay going on here between this Eight of Swords and Three of Cups. That's kind of how I feel about it. And so, you seem to have problems getting people to cooperate and delegate work out appropriately. Maybe you're having problems getting them to view you as the leader, especially if you've been assigned team leader and others felt they should have had that role. We're not sure what's going on here, but ultimately, you seem to lose your grip or a little bit of control over things by week's end. So let's look at this again, air signs. It looks as though some burdens for you are definitely lightening up. You are reaching the end of some long road of hard work here. Just make sure that others don't muck it up for you, Just make sure that you don't muck it up by getting into fights or arguments or disagreements with others this time, because it can blow out of proportion and others are feeling their power right now. They might be standing up for themselves more. It might be good at this holiday season to be a little bit more charitable with others so that everybody will get along better and you won't lose your grip, your grip on control here. It seems as though people aren't appreciating or valuing you as a leader. Perhaps you're trying to micromanage people too much who want a little bit more flexibility. Keep all this in mind, air signs. You could have a good week if you work on it, if you work hard on it and deal with customer, employee, or colleague relations. Okay. Excuse me. Hey, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Okay, fire signs. Let's see what's happening out there. Well, your focus for the week ahead is not quite as, shall we say, optimistic as the air signs was. You've got the star reversed. It looks as though you might be feeling pessimistic about the future. Or sales down? Did you not get the Good Friday results that you had hoped? Did the stock market not get a bump up because things didn't work out as well on Good Friday as people had hoped? There were also a lot of protests going on around places of business. Don't know how much all of this impacted, Black Friday sales. It could be other things too, just other economic indicators, or maybe if you're seeking a job right now, prospects are kind of grim. Maybe the market has slowed a little bit. Well, how best can you prepare for this focus and get out of this funk? Fire signs. How about with a little bit of the High Priestess here? High Priestess is upright, another major arcana. The best way to prepare for this focus is, instead of feeling all doomy and gloomy, perhaps without reason, what is your gut trying to tell you? What is your gut trying to tell you about the moves and maneuvers that you can make to make yourself feel more optimistic about things? Nothing happens if we sit here and worry, but a lot will happen if we do something about it. So the High Priestess is here to maybe point you in the right direction, but you're going to have to go within and trust your gut. What is your gut trying to tell you about this situation? Are people involved? So what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, you got the King of Cups reversed here. Excuse me. If you're an employee, this might be, you might find that, your leader, your fearless leader, is maybe feeding some of this gloom and doom. Have they hinted at layoffs? Have they hinted at a downturn? Have they hinted at no raises this year or something? Are they in a funk because profits aren't coming in, or they feel that their employees aren't producing, or that you are not producing? There's something here, with others that is affecting you, and it is affecting your mood. So, it's making you feel less hopeful about the future. I think that's where it's coming from. Aha. So will there be forward or backward movement, or no movement at all for you fire signs? Well, there may be some movement. It's the Page of Swords upright. I think this is up to how you manage it, how you delicately manage, a situation. Are you going to confront somebody over, their plans? Or are you going to communicate effectively and try to see where you fit in, what's fair for everybody, cut to the chase, and try to get to the bottom of things before, overreacting and worrying about something and stressing out? How you communicate and how you delicately dance through, whatever's going on here, using your intuition, obviously, is going to get you further. So I do think there's possibilities here that you could move ahead, or at least come out of here, unscathed, not cut by that knife. All right. So let's take a look at this again. It starts very pessimistically. Something is bothering you. You have to go within. You have to figure out what you can do about this. What is your gut telling you is your next best maneuver, or perhaps the right words to say in this situation? Seems like it might involve others around you, colleagues. It could involve a boss. If you're the boss, it could be you setting the tone for others, which could be causing this problem. So, handle the situation delicately, be diplomatic, talk it out with others, get their advice. Or if they are differing in opinion with you and, grumbling, why not try to find that common ground, or at least open your mind to looking at what they are suggesting and deciding if it's, deciding if maybe you could give it a go, give it a chance. Okay. That's what I have for you, fire signs. Good luck with that. The water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Readings for you for the week ahead. As you might have noticed, Bly is not here handling my water. Anyway, Bly is in the comfy chair. Bly was expecting cats to come in, but we couldn't have them in here tonight. Just didn't work out. So Bly gets to take a break and just be here for us and watch. And no, Bly will not be communicating in the chat tomorrow. All right. Okay, water, let's see what we have for you in one moment. That clears my throat. Okay. Well, your focus for the week ahead, look at the fire signs, a little bit challenging here. It's the Queen of Pentacles reversed. But it depends how you look at it. Maybe you had a tumultuous week with Black Friday and things that I have mentioned. And, maybe you need a little bit of self-care. Maybe you need a little bit of downtime. Maybe your profit margins did not quite reach the, level you had hoped from last week. And so, or your investments haven't responded. And so you're trying to, figure out a way around this. The Queen, I think, has a lot going for her either way. But, there's a tendency here, I think, to maybe kind of hold it back in and keep it to themselves, as opposed to maybe seeking some advice or help from others that might be able to advise them on how to move things in a positive direction from here. Wow, and we follow that up with another reversed pentacle. How best can you prepare for that focus? Is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Well, maybe you need to just lower your expectations a little bit, Maybe this is a time that a lot of this stuff was circumstantial. People just weren't shopping as much. You can't blame it necessarily on anything other than that. It might be true that, you have higher expectations right now so far as job and career go than maybe you are ready for. So maybe lower your expectations a little bit and be practical. Be practical and just try, the best thing in life right now is to break even and have enough. Have enough to make ourselves feel comfortable. The rest is gravy. But if you have enough to make yourself feel comfortable, that's a good part of the battle. Well, we have a repeat card here, and it's interesting that I said you might be holding back and pulling away from talking to others, when probably talking to others is just what you need to do. So what about other people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? We have the High Priestess upright, and I think the High Priestess in this position is saying there's people here who may have more of a, how do I want to say this, more of a bead or more of a direction on where things are going. It's like they instinctually might have the answer for you here, knowing exactly what you need to do at the right time. They relying on their gut instinct, but apparently, you know what? It's working for them. So instead of closing yourself off, maybe you need to consult with others around you who may have some great ideas to share going forward. Hey, and if you do, ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement? It's the Four of Swords reversed. I think there'll be a lot of energy and drive to move forward. There will be it's just like all of a sudden you're raring to go. You've come from a period of maybe some stagnation, not as much growth as you expected, to a point here at the end where everything seems to be full steam ahead. Now you have the energy, you have the drive, perhaps the resource, you know how to apply your resources appropriately to move something forward. And remember, I think when you see the Four of Swords here at the end, this is really a card you should take heed of. There's a lot of energy and drive here, but make sure you focus it, because you don't want to burn yourself out, and you don't want to burn your resources on just one thing. Okay. I mean, on a bunch of things, focus it on the thing that's most likely to lead you to success. Queen of Pentacles here, you're in kind of a funk too. You feel like you maybe haven't earned the profits, or you just don't know where the money has gone. Perhaps you need a little bit of self-care, a little bit of downtime for you workers out there. For those job seekers, you're just going to have to keep pounding the pavement, I'm afraid. But keep your expectations within reason. Don't try to shoot for the moon right now. It may just not be realistic. And we all want more. We all see what our neighbors or other competing businesses have, but maybe this is a time that you just need to break even. Listen to others. They may have some good advice for you that could propel you forward. Definitely listen to others that could propel you forward by weeks on in a new direction that could bring you maybe a fresh start. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, water signs. Hey, earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Your focus for the week ahead is the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is reversed. Not getting the recognition you deserve, feeling underappreciated, perhaps feeling you're being looked over by prospective employers, not getting, the calls back for interviews, not getting the grades that you feel you deserve in class. Well, that's what the Six of Swords could indicate. That is your focus for the week ahead. How to write this, is this just in your head, or is this for real? It's time to decide if it is something you need to do to change this. What can you do to make yourself receive what you deserve? Well, first off, stand up for yourself, speak, walk your talk. Let people know what you have to offer, job seekers. Let your bosses know that it's time for a raise and a promotion because of all. Just, hey, bring in the paperwork, show them, bring in the trail of evidence, show them all the work that you have been doing that deserves that raise. Hey, how best to prepare for that focus? Well, you've got the Two of Swords up right here. It's interesting because that can be a card of stalemate. It's almost as if you don't know. You don't know what to do to fix this situation. So it's time to give it more thought. You need to give this a lot more thought as to what is going on here and what more you can do to change the situation around. To make people, to get people, I don't want to say make people, we're not force people, but to get people to appreciate you more. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? You've got the devil. The devil's in the details. The devil is reversed. So people this week, wow, employers, you might find some deciding if you haven't been fair to them, they're going to be walking. They're just deciding they've had enough. For others this week, this could indicate, as far as this situation goes, this might be saying that one of the things that you can do, you can make a choice here. You can decide to talk to your employers and say, look at, I don't get this raise, I'm moving on. Or maybe you could talk to, a prospective employer and say to them, well, I've just been offered this money from this company. How can you match that? And give me what I feel I deserve here. So feel liberated enough to break those chains of uh, bondage that keep you from standing up for yourself here. Oh, woe is you, though. Will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for the earth signs? Well, earth signs is the Five of Cups upright. But remember, even though the Five of Cups is kind of a sad card, you have to remember that all is not lost. It just feels that way, okay? And I know that's a fine line there, but you do have something remaining. You do have something to fall back on. So my advice too would be, hey, if you're going to say you're going to walk to another job, make sure you have that other job before you do. The thing is, have something in reserve here. It seems as though you'll get through this, but it's not a really happy time for you. You still feel unsatisfied by week's end. You're disappointed in the outcome of all of this. It just seems as though you can't get the respect, maybe even or the financial respect that you deserve. So let's take a look at this again. Wow, Earth signs. The Six of Wands reversed. So I feel here there's an empty victory for you this week. It's as if you can't seem to get what you deserve, either pay wise, raise wise, appreciation wise, like you aren't considered a valuable employee, no matter how hard you try. And it does get under your skin. But you have to remember, if you're proud of what you've done, if you're satisfied you've done everything you can, then, you should be able to walk on. And that's what this Two of Swords is about here. Should you stay? Should you go? Should you fight harder? Should you let it go? It's up to you. But the thing is, you have to make a decision. You have to make a choice on what you're going to do. And maybe this devil is here with other people because, you need to liberate yourself from this situation, whether it's walking away or whether it's standing up to power, don't let them bind you with that no answer. Okay. Stand up for yourself, fight your case more, see if there's not another level that you can take this to and give it a shot. What have you got to lose? You might be disappointed in the end, but you still have something remaining. And one of the most important things you'll have remaining is your integrity. So that's really important here. Stand up for yourself and give it a shot. And if it fails, well, be a little bit disappointed. Feel the feels and ruminate a bit as to what you need to do going forward. But while you ruminate, don't think all is lost because it is not. It's definitely not. So good luck with that, Earth signs. Well, oh my goodness, it doesn't sound like a great week for everybody. And in a way, it doesn't surprise me coming off of a holiday weekend like this where everything was kind of haphazard and rushed. And there was a lot of stress in a lot of industries, retail in particular, restaurants, food, food businesses as everybody stocked up for Thanksgiving. Sure, there were probably some profits to be made, but did it really meet and match expectations? That's the question. All right, I'm not going to give any winners this week again because it just doesn't seem like a lot of anybody came out really ahead. So I want to remind everybody about our shows, in this upcoming week. We've got our live stream after my show today. That's 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can ask any question. Be there early because we want to fit you in, absolutely. And we fill up fast on Sundays. On Wednesday, is Mr. Oskar Tarot. Don't forget, he will be introducing you to what's going on with your shadow side of life. So join him Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Thursdays is our live show from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, we'll answer any question. Now, sometimes we do fill up on Thursdays, so I'd still recommend getting there early. We'll do the same thing and answer any question for you. And then on Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges, where you can find out about love and relationships, which is Mr. O's forte. 7 a.m. I laugh, Eastern Standard Time. What? Oh, okay. 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And next Saturday is our happy hour, which I'm not sure what time it's going to be at. It's usually at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will do single card positive message from Spirit for you. So join us, and we will be, everybody is happy at happy hour. That's all I got to say about that. I hope everybody had a wonderful. Oh, Mr. O says not him. Aww. He's teasing. Anyway, I just want to thank everybody. And, I want to thank everybody who comes to my show. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Now we can kind of fast and diet it all off so that we can be ready for Christmas, the next big thing. All right, everybody, take care. Have a great week ahead, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.